Hello everybody, it's Rama, and today I want to show you these under the sea journal covers that I've been working on nonstop. I made 3 of them, so I'm going to kind of show you each one and then I will take you through the process. So the first one that I do is this one. And okay, so this started off by making the plates. So these little plates behind here are like a very heavy cardstock, and all I did was I just kind of glued the shells on first, just to kind of hold them in place, and then I went over top with a heavy layer of Mod Podge, and I also used a couple of layers of an acrylic sealant because I just wanted to make sure they were nice and sturdy and weren't going to smash. And then after that, I went in and kind of added some different colors of oxide sprays and stain sprays and let that dry. And I also added some little beads here. I wanted it to look like there were pearls in my shells, and I added some gold foil, and there's also some pieces of this glitter in here. Let me see. Like this is one of the glitter, and you can see some of the pieces there and here. So I added a lot of stuff here. And then I grabbed my sari silk and just all the different blues and kind of turquoise greens, and I made this messy ribbon. You know how you make a ribbon, or the paper ribbons, by just kind of like folding as it goes through your sewing machine. I kind of did that, but I didn't do as much folding as I did kind of crisscrossing, sort of like a messy braided look, and I just went, you know, very messy sew around it. So I put those around the borders, and I added this netting here. And this is just cardboard packaging that I used for the cover. And the fabric underneath here is one of my husband's old shirts. So, and then on the inside, this is one of my papers that I did with different dyes. And I loved the colors so much, so I just made a pocket out of this vellum that I coffee stained, and there's a little bit of paint splattered on it. So that's the inside. And then, I don't show this on the video, but I wanted there to be a focal point, and I couldn't figure out what to use. I didn't like anything that I was testing out, so I just stamped this. And this again is the very heavy cardstock, and then I went over it with embossing powder. So that is the cover for number 1. Then number 2, this one is a little thicker. I had the intention that this was going to be for me because I've been wanting to do an ocean theme. I absolutely love being at the beach. It's the one place where I can sit still for hours, not even reading or doing anything, just staring out into the ocean and watching the waves. And if you know me, that's incredible that I can sit still for that long. But anyway, so on this one, I did all the same stuff here. The coloring is a little bit different. I think I added, yeah, so here, this is the cracked pistachio that you see the greens. And on this one, I think I added a lot more of the metallic spray. But this is all the same process. The only thing I did different here, this card is a little bit bigger, and because of the weight of it, I used brads in the corners to hold it down, in addition to, you know, gluing it and everything. And again, my sari ribbon, the same process for this, except the letters, instead of stamping, I used rub-ons. And the fabric, this is an old dress of mine that no longer fits. So I thought, well, I love the color. And then on the inside, same thing, my papers, and I added the vellum pockets. And I found this stuff I've had for a while, and I thought, that kind of looks like a wave. So that is the inside. And all of these shells these are all things that I've collected, either, you know, going to the beach with my family. Some of these, more like the coral pieces, are from the Bahamas. So yeah, and then I also, another thing that I did, I had some that have holes, so you'll see in this box, and I made them into little dangles, and I was going to kind of dangle some off of the netting and stuff that I put on the books, but I decided to go and add a couple of layers of an acrylic spray or something, just to kind of protect them more, because they're really fragile and I don't want them smashing. So I kind of took those off for now until I get to that. But I love the way that this turned out. And like I said, it's special because I know like where I got all these shells from. So anyway, this one I think is going to be my special journal. Now the last one that I did, this was a different technique, a little bit different here, because the back, I was talking to Mary Giuliano, and she said, you know, what if you make a fabric collage and make it look like waves, which I loved that idea. So I did that, and then I put the plate on here, the book plate, and this is vellum. I stamped it on vellum so you could kind of see through it. And it's all the same process that I did. I did messy sewing here. The only thing about this, I put the shells on these. I took the shells off of here, and I started playing around with all of this junk jewelry. So I'm still kind of playing around with this idea. I might make another one now that I feel like every time I make a cover, I have to play with the idea first. Once in a blue moon, maybe it will actually turn out perfect, you know, and I'm very happy with it. But the majority of the time, I end up making another one because I just sort of learn as I go. That is it. Oh, and then also I loved this. Somebody sent me a little piece of chain with all of these on, and I thought they're just so pretty, and I love how they're, you know, kind of different colors on different sides. And I put one on here, and I put the chain down, and now I can't find it. So I'm hoping that shows up maybe when I clean up some of my mess here. I know you all have experienced that before. But yeah, so for the junk jewelry, I used my E6000 glue, and if you guys have used that, that is not moving. I mean, that's awesome glue. So that is the last one that I did here. So I hope you enjoy the video, watching the process here. So again, I start with this one. This is number 1. The only thing I don't show in this process is doing the inside part, but I do show that with the second, and the process is the same, just for what I did. And then again, then this is the last one. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. And also stay tuned for the final product. It might take me a while, but I will get part 2 put up there. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, and then you won't miss it. Thanks so much.